Morning, everyone, and we are here with episode 35 of Klugula Reads his Classics. It will go on and on forever because there's just a never-ending supply of stories from hundreds and thousands of years ago. I'm actually going to do something current today. I'm going to consider this a mixtape because there's two pieces I found in a folder that says 2005 through the present. This first one is a monologue I wrote for an audition, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And if I recall, this was written for an audition for a feature film that was being written and directed by one of the gentlemen behind the Blair Witch Project. I thought I had a pretty good audition, but I didn't get the part. So I think that's what this is, but there's no date. I don't really know. So we'll just get in there, and it's a monologue. It's no title. When I was in middle school, I had this dumb habit of taking naps on the way to track meets. I would find myself getting so nervous that I would get, like, actually sick. I found that napping on the bumpy bus ride, surrounded by my teammates, well, that would sort of soften the edges. We'd arrive at the meet, I'd do well at the distance runs and do shitty, the hurdles, which I eventually cut from my events. The naps became a tradition, an ongoing joke, that I would always fall asleep on the bus ride there, and they were deep sleeps, not like little cat naps that I could jump up from and defend myself when the spitballs started hitting my face. Now, these were deep, deep sleeps, dreams, the whole 9 yards. During ninth grade, when I was 13, right towards the end of the season, I had an experience which, to this day, doesn't allow me to have a decent night's sleep. I'm 40, I'm divorced, I have no children, and I'm on disability. I've had mental and emotional problems since that day. Um, it was my last track meet. I didn't continue into high school. In fact, I didn't finish high school at all. I was able to get my shit together to get my GED later, and I can support myself, but shit. I live in my mom's basement. She's the only one who believes what happened to me, and she's the only one who can help me handle my night terrors. I'm on meds for them, too. She sits with me at night until I fall asleep every night. But she's not really healthy, diabetes and stuff. She won't be around much longer, and I don't know what I'll do when she's gone, and I know it's right around the corner. And when she dies, I know they'll be back for me. I just know it. I can feel it deep in my guts. You know what I'm talking about? With everything inside of you, you know that you're fucked. The day of that last track meet, I woke up from my nap and it was nighttime. The bus was parked in some dense woods, I don't even know where, and I was completely alone. I thought it was a dream. I wish it was a dream. I was so out of it as I walked up the middle of the bus. I mean, what the fuck was this, right? Where was everybody there? Then there was this blinding light and the shaking and the bus rocking and the awful screeching. And then I wasn't alone anymore. We'll let that one stand on its own. We'll just call that monologue whatever. But it was for a film, an alien abduction film, if I recall. I think it did get made, and I haven't seen it yet. But I think that's what it's for. And now, obviously, reading through, seeing what the subject matter is, clearly that's what it was for. I did also do an updated, with some notes from friends, some updated cuts. So I'm going to read that real quick since there's time. It's a second version of the monologue, but a trimmed version. You remember how last time I was telling you about how I'd always fall asleep on the bus on the way to track meets back when I was in middle school? Yeah, well, I'm still picking spitwads out of my hair. Well, this one day, it turned out to be my last track meet ever. I turned 13 right towards the end of the season, and I had an experience. Well, I never had a decent night's sleep since then. I'm 40, I'm divorced, I don't have any kids, and I'm on disability. I live in my mom's basement, and I've had these mental and emotional problems since that day. My mom helps me fall asleep at night. She kind of keeps my night terrors in check. She's the only one who believed what happened to me. But she's not really healthy, diabetes and stuff. She won't be around much longer. Thing is, when she dies, I know they'll be back for me. I know it. I can feel it deep in my guts. You know what I'm talking about with everything inside of you, you know that you're fucked. The day of that last track meet, I woke up from my nap and it was nighttime. The bus was parked in some dense woods. I don't even know where. And I was completely alone. I thought it was a dream. I wish it was a dream. I was so out of it as I walked up the middle of the bus. I mean, what the fuck was this, right? Where was everybody? Then there was this blinding light and the shaking and the bus rocking and the awful screeching. And then I wasn't alone anymore. So yeah, monologue that I wrote for an audition. I didn't get the part. Can you believe it? What is that? Anyway, so yeah, I told you I'd bring you something a little more current. This is probably 2-3 years ago. Other than, screenwriting, which sort of was what that is, it is a monologue. So anyway, I hope you guys will return for more fun tales from my writing archives. You can subscribe below, you can like, you can share, you can do all those wonderful things to help me out. Bring the people to me, bring them to me. What's the line from Temple of Doom? Bring them back to us. Bring them back to anyway. Until tomorrow, I will give you the quadruple S. Stay safe, stay secure, stay smart, and stay well stocked. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.